Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through fears and live an awesome life. I'm going to supply tools for you to manifest anything. You want to join me for a monthly Manifest Anything webinar? Go in the description. Today we're going to talk about cray stuff. Wow, I did not expect us to go through such a dramatic change, but it's consistent and persistent. All right, so my planetary shift video really went crazy because people are like, yes, I've experienced this. What is this? And so normally we think there's something wrong with this physically. We think in a matrix material world still, because we're not surrounded by those people who are sharing this information. And herein is the power of technology. I'm using it to reach people and say, you're not crazy, you're okay, and there's some intensity going on. So I want to talk about something. Somebody told me that last October 2018, when we went through a really big shift, that one was very different than this one. That was really crazy stuff going on. This one is the splitting, and you'll notice things are like garbage coming to the top and floating away. We're pulling away from the negativity and we're not intermingling. In 2018, it was like we were all in here going, yeah, right? You know, like computers are going down, all this crazy stuff's going on, car accidents. I saw 3 car accidents in 1 week. I don't think I've ever seen a car accident in the last 20 years. And so what happened is she thought her husband was cheating and threw everything in the car and left. And she just recently, this is the fall of 2019, a few weeks ago, went back to him. Now, I don't know if he was cheating or not, but that's irrelevant because what's happening, I want you to be very careful with this, because this happened, I've seen several people actually do this that were perfectly normal people. Taking something and getting such an intense feeling and overreacting, mostly with anger. So whatever you must take a look at and deal with that has to still be cleaned up, whether it's judgment, insecurities, blame, victim, all this stuff, it's going to intensify. All right, so what's going to happen is you're going to think, what's going on here? You know, maybe I'm going into the 3rd dimension. No, it's saying this energy is so intense. I can feel it. My whole body is like so sensitive right now to everything. I can just feel what's going on out there. You know, we're being more connected. The veils are coming down. So the intensity is that if you have an insecurity, you're going to feel it more. If you have anger, it's going to rise to the top and you might like fly off the handle. You've got to watch this. You got to watch it and say, okay, what's going on right now? This needs to be cleaned up. Why am I angry? I need to deal with that anger right now and get it out, because it's saying, here are the issues. Now we know 2019, when did all the numbers show up? Oh, for months and months. And who knows what's going to happen in 2020. I was thinking, oh, this is going on for like a few days, few weeks, few months later, it's still going on, off the charts going on. It's not like we're just now noticing, like, oh, now I'm aware of it, so I'm going to notice it. Which a part of that is happening because you're tuned into it, so you do look at it. But it's a communication going on with the veils going down of it's happening, it's happening. And all of that of which we do not see is super intelligent. And it's communication. All of it is communicating. It's happening. The frequencies are raising, and those who must clear up things are going to feel the intensity of these vibrations. Your body's going to change. DNA is shifting. So when it goes to a higher frequency, guess what? We have a dense body that has to catch up. So you're going to feel some stuff that's maybe a little uncomfortable, all right? So sometimes you're going to think this is bad, and it's not. It's like anything. All right, okay, you want to win a gold medal running? Guess what? It really hurts to run. It's a bear to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and run for hours and then stretch and be sore and then have to weight train, all this stuff. It's horrible, right? but the result is going to be amazing. You'll get the gold medal if you really train hard. This is no different. You're going to have aches and pains, emotional, physical, all this stuff to get to that goal. If you stop and you succumb to those feelings, those insecurities, the anger, the hate, all that stuff, you're going to go down. You're going down. You don't want to do that. So it is time. No more judgment. That's a big one. That is separation. We are done with separation. This is what creates wars. I'm right, you're wrong. Oh, you vote for whoever. Who cares? Who cares? I worked on Capitol Hill. Did you know that? I worked on Capitol Hill. Let me share something with you. It's not a really great place, all right? And so I just want you to understand that people have great intentions, even on Capitol Hill. But the bottom line is, we rule. We rule this planet. With our frequencies alone, we can change the entire planet. Why? We're no longer tolerating bad behavior. Stop watching it, stop looking at it, stop speaking it, stop thinking it. And I know it's tough because it's addictive. It's like, oh, we want to watch these reality shows. Hey, listen, I worked on reality shows. There's nothing real about reality shows. Trust me. Why? Why do we do that? Because we're programmed to go into the dark side. We're programmed to work in jobs we hate. We're programmed to stay in relationships, even though you two are miserable, you hate each other's guts. Don't get a divorce. All of this stuff we're told that it's a lie. It's a lie. Who made this stuff up, right? If you were, wolf child in the woods, you wouldn't know there's something wrong with, oh, my wife and I don't get along. I'm going to go over here with, Running Moon or whatever, because she's really nice, and your wife, Jumping Dog, decides to go with somebody else, Happy Wolf or whatever, and you're all going, hey, we're all happier now, right? Because you're not thinking like, oh, it's wrong to split up. It's like, let's go with people we're happy, and then you become happy, and then you're like not mad at each other for doing that. Have you ever met anybody who went, oh, I had a divorce, my husband was great. I'm one of them. I'm like, I have no problem with the divorce thing. There was no arguments, no crazy cray stuff going on. Why? There are no enemies. You learn, you work through stuff, and there's no reason to get angry. Sit down and be logical and put those crazy emotions, the human emotions aside, and just realize this isn't the end of my world. And I did one on the end of the world. I have a end of the world prediction for you. It's whatever we decide it is. Even Nostradamus and Edgar Cayce said none of their predictions have to come true. They saw at the time some pretty bad stuff. None of it's come true. None of it's come true. Very few things have truly come true. And those that did were nowhere near the magnitude, floods or anything. Why? Because we're raising our frequency. We're changing. We're changing the future of this planet as a collective. And we're choosing the new earth where we are not going to live in a planet where people hoard things and properties and convince themselves that somebody's bad for whatever they believe or their religion. We're going to live in a world of total respect, of treating each other well, of working through problems. And when people in density do stupid stuff, we're going to understand they're students, and we're going to work through that too. And we don't have to be around it. All right? This is another thing. We're splitting. That means now it's time to start walking away from cray-cray. Right? Walk away from the cray-cray. You're not here to change anybody. You're here to offer your love and assistance to those who desire it. Not an enabler. We don't want to be enablers. Helping somebody. Oh, you tell them they're great and they keep doing the same stupid stuff, right? Walk away. Your energy must be protected now. Why? Because you're critical to the raising of the frequency of this planet. So, stuff's going to intensify, and I want to just keep reinforcing that with you because you're going to feel things. So those of you who have to work things through may go into this click, whoa, what was that trigger? You get a little, And then those who are in a more peaceful place are going to feel some unbelievable stuff. I mean, you're physically going to feel some stuff. It's going to be intense. You're going to feel like the air is electrified. Your body might feel electrified. You know, you're going to be very sensitive to every little thing that you do. You may feel euphoric. You might see the world differently. You may physically actually see the world differently. You're going to notice people are acting different. And that's real. Okay, you guys are having some unbelievable dreams that you're remembering. Yeah, I do. And I always have, but I mean some very detailed dreams. Pay attention to those. That is the other side's way of communicating with you. Because if somebody walked in the room now that was from another world, you'd freak out and have a heart attack, right? So pay attention when you're on the other side. All your defenses are down and you go into that world where your spirit is free and you're no longer in the dense body that's going, you know, so you go over the other side and they're able to communicate with you. So pay attention and wake up slowly. If you can, try not to jump out of a bed. I don't set alarms because I don't have to. But, you know, if you can wake up slowly, then you'll remember your dreams because they may just say something to you that could be pretty profound. And so this is exciting. This is an exciting time, and I can't wait to see what happens because it's getting so intense and so many people are noticing it. And so stay tuned, man. We're going to keep going and read the comments and share your information with each other because it's a big deal right now. It's a big deal, and I'm so excited because I think we really hit that tipping point where I don't think we're going to go to hell in a handbasket. At least you won't, right? You get to choose your own reality. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Hang in there, man. Hang in there. I'm counting on you. Namaste.